In 2019, the city of Canfield laid out a comprehensive plan outlining several initiatives for the next 10 to 15 years. While the COVID-19 pandemic delayed that process, Canfield officials are optimistic about future developments in the city as well as the township.
We finally put that in action, adopted it by council in late 2021, and now Mayor Dragish has come in starting 2022. We just held some strategic planning work sessions, which are those small snippets. Take the comprehensive plan, which is a 180-page document with a number of initiatives over the next 10 years. Take that down to those digestible 3 to 5 year goals and objectives.
Wade Calhoun, city manager, says two of those major objectives are redeveloping the village green and the development of the Redgate Farm property, where the city has entered into a couple of joint economic development district or JED agreements in collaboration with the township.
You take those two alone and that gives you enough work over the next 5 to 7 years.
Mayor Don Dragish says the Redgate Farm property was purchased almost 20 years ago. Recently, it was annexed into the city.
We formed several JEDs. One was originally before that was for John Masternick and the Windsor House right over here on 446. That was the first initial JED that we created. And then there was also a JED created on the frontal portion of the 224 in Palmyra, which is the property south of that.
We are near finalization of accepting that infrastructure. So the first piece was getting water and sewer out there. And that's been done. We're going through the transition where we, as the city, accept that infrastructure. So they anticipate they want to start building as early as this summer, as soon as they get all their appropriate permits. And again, that's a partnership between us and the township. So when they build a house, they go to the township and then come to us with water and sewer.
They're going to be able to start, I think, 95 homes, I believe they're going to start building out there. And that's going to start the vision of that particular piece of property, which I believe in total was, about 280 some acres.
As for redevelopment of the village green, currently the Rotary Club of Canfield is raising funds to build a new, larger gazebo on the green, replacing the one currently standing today. So far, they've raised $180,000 of the estimated $250,000 cost of the project. In addition to the gazebo project, Calhoun says stakeholder feedback received from the comprehensive plan process revealed the need for a more vibrant downtown.
People want a coffee shop, they want a restaurant, maybe you go have dinner and a drink and go home for the evening, or somewhere to at least go and listen to live music on a Friday, Saturday night. We have a nice downtown. The vibrancy though, just the vibrancy index just isn't there. So that's some of the things I know Mayor Dragish came in with a lot of his connections, and he started having conversations a few years ago. He's picking those back up, and hopefully we can start getting some people interested in either building, renovating, or coming into some available space we have on the village green.
There's not really too many areas to be able to develop, but we are looking at the old IGA building there. The property, I believe, next to it also could potentially be developed, and then the corner of Main Street and the center over here by Wirtz, that particular piece of property there could eventually be developed.
There's surprisingly a lot of land available. People don't realize how much empty vacant land there is on the village green. Unfortunately, it's not for sale. So people don't see the land unless there's a for sale sign sticking in the land. So I would say there's probably 4 to 5 good parcels, undeveloped parcels of land on the village green that could be developed into something.
Other initiatives in the city include the reinvigoration of Canfield's Community Improvement Corporation, improving traffic congestion near State Route 11 and the Giant Eagle Plaza, and creating a more walkable and bikeable community.
We've got the metro parks that dissect the city of Canfield in 3 different places, one next to Canfield High School, one right on Main Street in the center of town, and then another one that is in close proximity to Fair Park. So we're trying to initiate sort of like a Canfield bike loop so people can come off the bike path, get to the village green, get to our parks, get to the schools, and literally use the bike path as almost a highway, and we are an off-ramp on the bike path.
The city has also laid the groundwork to bring more business into Canfield, recently converting several properties from residential to residential office.
We took care of the property first so that we can make sure that they'd have a place or a home that they can utilize. We're trying to do everything we can to get the right businesses for the people of Canfield that we know that they would want and love here. shortly, I would believe by fall, you will hear something, some nice big news of some people that are moving to Canfield.
Moving out past the city, a flurry of growth is being seen in Canfield Township, with several new businesses moving in, like Farmers National Bank, Sport Clips, Queen Nails and Spa 2, and Napa Grocery and Gourmet Market. Residential construction is also big in the township, with 23 permits issued for new houses so far this year, with even more residential developments on the way. The township has also been focused on road and water projects. The cost of this year's projects totaled approximately $250,000.
Between myself and Wade, I think we're two determined individuals to put a good positive mark on this community, and I think we have every interest of all the people involved in the city to do that and to push moving forward. And sometimes we get some pushback, granted, we know that's going to happen, but at the end of the day, I think we just really want to do what's positive and what's best for Canfield.
This community couldn't have asked for a better place to live and work, and now as some of the initiatives that we're putting in place, we also want people to live, work, and play. So we're working on that play piece and get more people to live and work here. Hopefully I can look back 10, 15, 20 years from now and say, wow, do you remember back in 2020 when we started this, and here we are at 2040 and look at where we're at now.
You can read more about developments in Canfield in the August issue of the Business Journal, out now. For more stories about the communities in our region, click Our Towns under the News tab at businessjournaldaily.com.
717 Credit Union. Business services designed to meet your daily needs. Commercial loans, business deposits, merchant and payroll services. 717 Credit Union. It's knowing you were treated right every time.